Hello everyone, welcome back to Protect and Persevere. Today we're not only going to be doing a review of this particular backpack, but also be a sort of video response to Brass Facts video on his EDC bug out bag thing, and also a discussion on my thoughts on the topic of an EDC all-around bag that could also adapt and be whatever type of bag that you need it to be. So this bag in particular is the Helikon-Tex, I think that's how you say it, it's a European made bag, the Helikon-Tex Urban Raider Tactical Backpack, and this one is in Shadow Gray. So as I mentioned before, Brass Facts did a very good video on not only his particular backpack, but on the dilemma of what is an all-around bag setup and the actual practicality of carrying it with you in everyday life and in varying situations. And that's something that I've been debating and kind of, trying to think out, and something he was, had thought out. And a lot of people just have issues with it because, you have your really small EDC bags, or even some like the Vertex sling bags that they're very cool at carrying certain stuff. It's just, how practical is that in everyday life, going out to the park or hanging out with family? Or you have, the really big survival bug out bags or get home bags that has everything in it, minus the kitchen sink, but besides stuffing that in the trunk of your car or something like that, you're not gonna, take that to the in-laws house or whatever, or to the park. It's just gonna look retarded. And yeah, that's something that I've been having, just deep thought about. And I guess the kind of best way to all around put it is the problem of capacity and capability versus practicality and, I guess, low profile. I don't know, just kind of that gap of, I want to bring enough stuff that I could get by and not die in certain situations, but at the same time I need to be able to take it with me pretty much everywhere and not raise any eyebrows, not make it a burden on myself or my family or my friends. And yeah, that other thing he mentioned is that I think, and I agree with him, that your kind of EDC bag, I guess that's the term I'm going to go with this, is it needs to be stuff that is very adaptable to where basically this platform by itself is a default platform of, this is what I have at least. I could always take stuff out, I can add stuff, I can combine stuff, I can carry mainly other stuff, separately from this that could add capability or comfort or whatever you want to do. But this is something that no matter what, I at the very least have this. So going into this bag in particular, I wanted a bag that was made of good quality materials, was reputable from a reputable company, gave me capability of carrying certain stuff, i.e. this pouch I can carry my bump helmet and night vision in. I could carry other stuff like a sleeping bag, warming layers, jacket, whatever I want to, but at the same time do all that stuff but not look super duper tactical. And now to people in the kind of gun community, and I guess in the preparedness community, this bag to you might scream, tactical, and to me it kind of does, but I don't know. I guess to regular people, it's not that big of a deal. Main thing is it's not like 511 bag with thousands of MOLLE, strips on it. So yeah, I wanted a bag that gave me capability, and this bag is also, I believe, 20 or 25 liters of capacity, so that it gives me a decent amount of capability, but it's also not super big and wide to where, I could fit this in the regular passenger seat of a car, or, I could walk with it and it's not, too big. So now that I've talked about, the topic in general, and I've talked about this bag in particular, I'm going to go ahead and go into the bag setup and kind of what's in it and its default setting. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the things that I believe are the most important and easily accessible. So the first thing is going to be water. Hydration is super important. Doesn't matter if it's the summer or if it's the winter or whatever. You always need water, and in some cases you need an insane amount of water. So on the sides, I have water containers. This one's 38 ounces, this one's 32. This one is just it's actually an insulated one, so no matter what, if it's in the summertime, this one's going to stay, at least room temperature. And in the winter, it won't freeze. Now, there's pros and cons to that. I like that it keeps the water in that whatever temperature I want it to be. Negatives, I can't boil in it or heat it up, but I keep a nesting cup at the bottom of it to where I could always, do that. And then I have it carabinered up just so if I'm running around and it won't get loose. And the other one is a Nalgene 38 ounce. And that one, I can't boil in that one or heat up stuff or make soup in it or whatever. Yeah. So on the outside, I have my water. Alright, so after water, I'm thinking about food. So on this kind of zipper pouch right here, when I open it up, I just have assorted snacks and, I have a thing of Propel, Cliff Bars, coffee. I even have a thing of C4 in case I want to get wild. Yeah, that's just my main kind of everyday stuff. Like I snack on these little cheap Walmart protein bars and Cliff Bars. But that's just my quick and easy. I need some food or some caffeine or, some electrolytes. Yeah, I have that right there. Alright, so now that I got, water and food out of the way, now it's things that I just like having easy access to, but they're not super, vital to environmental problems. So right here, we have this little zipper pouch that is actually padded, and the first thing I keep is a little notepad if I want to take some notes, keep records of anything. I also record, other various stuff in there. Next, I keep some sunglasses, just because nothing's worse than having to walk around and it's just freaking sunny and you can't see anything. So yeah, sunglasses. I keep a small boo-boo kit, gauze pads, some alcohol. I even have some tweezers, and I even have some biofreeze and burn gel in there, but mainly just small boo-boo stuff. Yeah. Sharpie for the notepad. I meant to also put a Right in the Rain pin in there, I just haven't had time to do that. I got some basically petroleum jelly stuff. This brand's kind of, I don't know, really expensive, but I think someone gave it to me or something. But yeah, this is in case my hands get really cracked up in the winter time when it's really dry. I could honestly use some right now, but yeah. And it's also good for other stuff. This is a good fire starter with cotton balls, and yeah. Chapstick, same thing. No one wants to have chapped lips. And various medications, cough drops, Tums, Pepto. I have bad allergy problems, so I have some Benadryl in there, and then also some ibuprofen. This is not my ideal way of carrying this, but it's probably the easiest way. Just stuff it in a Ziploc bag. And then some Rolaids and some Mucinex if I'm really feeling bad. Alright, so I already mentioned that the pouch I keep some snacks in, but I also keep some other important items in there. So besides the snacks and other stuff, I keep a Baofeng. I keep the extended battery on it. I take the antenna off just so it can fit in the bag. But this way I have a way of figuring out what's going on in the world around me. Whether it's, regular everyday life, if there's a police, something, or fire department, I could listen to what's going on, and in an emergency situation I could reach somebody. Or I could just listen to stuff. Even just basic radio, I can listen to FM radio. I keep in this pouch, I don't know if y'all can see that, I keep an extra mag for my pistol. Kind of controversial one, I keep bolt cutters just because if I'm having to do any type of escape and evasion or some type of crazy scenario, even if it's on my own property and I'm like cornered or something, I need a way to cut barbed wire, chain link, anything. I'm not, advertising people to be criminals or anything, but if there was a situation where I had to, I will cut wire to get where I need to go. So yeah, there's that. I keep a small little Leatherman. I've had this thing for years. There are bigger ones or ones with more options, but I don't know, this one's kind of sentimental. And yeah, it's also a backup cutting tool to the one I keep on me. And then also keep a little glow stick on this other pouch. Now, this pouch is meant to actually use your concealed carry. So for a while, I actually kept an extra gun in here. But yeah, you can keep whatever you wanted to in this little pouch. Alright, some of these other areas that I kind of looked over is I keep a set of Pig FR fire resistant gloves in that little side pouch. I really like these gloves. I like the regular Pig gloves for, you know, shooting and stuff. But these gloves are also flame resistant, so if I need to whip these out and grab something hot or something, or just every day, you know, I'm just shooting stuff, I really like these gloves. They're kind of expensive. I know SKD sells them for a decent price, but yeah, I like having these gloves. And on this other water pouch, I keep a thing of paracord. To the back, this one's not really a super big deal, but I also keep a little neck gaiter on there. Not only keep the sun off my neck, but also if I need to conceal my face in a very quick manner, I can. Once again, I'm not saying, you know, be a criminal or anything, but there are some cases where the ability to cover up your face is a good idea. And in this bottom pouch, I don't know, turn the bag upside down, there's actually a zipper pouch. This zipper pouch, I have a O241 tactical pack cover, and this basically adds a little bit of water resistance to the pack, but the main thing is if I have to go from an urban setting to a more rural setting and stay blended in with the environment, throwing this over your pack will add a significant amount of camouflage. And also, I guess you could add in, it will keep your stuff, you know, tight, and you know, you won't get snagged on stuff. So yeah, also I recommend O241 Tactical, good company, good people. And at the bottom of this pack, I keep a ferro rod. This is my last form of starting a fire, but I like having this big guy on me. Helikon does have their own pack cover that comes with it, but it was, you know, just gray, and it also wasn't that big, so I went with that one. So a quick note about this bag's features, I haven't really talked about that besides what I have in it, is I really enjoy this kind of padded area and this gap in between. Just like the HRT plate carrier I reviewed, this one allows a lot of air to come, you know, through your back. So if you are loading this guy up, you'll get a decent amount of airflow through there. Also, these back straps, or whatever straps, they're very comfortable, very wide. They conform to your body. It has a chest harness that I just keep tied up, and they also have quick release buckles to where if you're wearing it and you need to break out and just drop your pack, you can. And then also at the bottom here, they're kind of hidden abdomen straps. So if you really loaded this down and you want to be comfortable and taking on a day hike or something, you can whip these out, and now you have your sternum strap and your abdomen strap. And then you also have, you know, these little retention things. Now getting in kind of the heart of the bag is this main compartment. Now I have this kangaroo pouch or whatever cinched down, but if I want to really open this bag and expand it, I will loosen it up or just completely undo that. So in the main compartment, the first thing I have accessible is this headlamp I have tied off to not only have an extra lighting source, but also I can, you know, turn it on and I can look through my bag in the dark, which has helped me out a ton. I leave a little bit of room on the top, and I'll get into that, but yeah, I leave a little bit of room just so I can add or take away stuff. But the first thing I have accessible is this med pouch, and I have a thing of cordage tied up to the back to where I can sling this at, you know, like the 4 o'clock position and carry it if I need to, and then break away. But yeah, this is a pretty beefy medical, I wouldn't say it's an IFAC per se, but just an all-around, you know, I got like 2 tourniquets, pressure bandages, gauze, I have anything with triple antibiotic ointment, just a beefy all-around med kit that I can either leave in this pouch, leave it in my car, whatever I want. My default setting is, I'm thinking worst case scenario, some type of really bad trauma thing, and there's multiple, injuries, and so yeah, beefy med kit, and I keep that right on top, and I can sling it out and put it on. On kind of the lining of this bag, there is a pouch and a tie right here. I keep a Source 3-liter hydration bag. If I needed to go a long distance, the first thing I will do is actually just fill up this bag and put my drinking tube through one of the holes. But for right now, I just like having it there, and it gives me the option to use it when I need to. You could also use this pouch to also put like a body, some armor in there. So the next thing I have accessible is this Helikon-Tex poncho, and I have rolled up in it a thing of tent stakes. And that way I can not only use this to break up my own silhouette, like I kind of did with the pack cover, but also I can use this as my primary rain gear if I'm not carrying any other Gore-Tex layers. I could also use this as an improvised shelter. Just a poncho is one of the most versatile things you can have in your kit. And yeah, so poncho and some tent stakes. And I also keep a small, like a base layer t-shirt in there, just because, ironically enough, I like one time had a person actually ask me, hey, what do you got in that bag, man? And I just kind of freaked out for no reason, and I was like, oh, some clothes, but I didn't actually have any clothes in there. So yeah, just even keeping like a small t-shirt, I don't know, that was something that happened to me. And so yeah, I keep a small t-shirt in this as well, and it'll keep the t-shirt dry. I'd also like to note that, let me turn this bag around, there's a small zipper pouch in here that I like to also, that's another reason why I don't stack this bag all the way up, so I can get to this stuff. So I'm kind of in this zipper pouch for contents. So the first thing I have, a thing of Germex, multiple uses for this besides keeping your hands clean. I have my fire starting kit. I'm not going to break that into detail, but yeah, fire starting kit, lighter, other tinder, fuel source, but yeah. I keep some baby wipes / shower wipes. I keep a Sunto compass. This one also has the mirror on it. I keep a thing of extra batteries. Keep some of the coin batteries, AA's, and then the CR123s. Thing of flat duct tape. And a bunch of, I have my iPhone charger, micro USB charger, and the charger for the ham radio, and I'll get into that. But yeah, this is mainly to keep my electronics going. And that is it for that zipper pocket. Now there's a little bit extra room I could probably throw in, like another lighter or something. But yeah, now going down into the deeper part of the kit is I have these kind of food bars. These are the Power Crunch bars. These ones are very caloric dense. I think with just one bar has 300 something calories. So that is a ton of just calories on the go. Now I keep those at the bottom of my pack, and that's mainly because I snack on those bars in everyday life, but those I like having. So that's like 900 something calories right there. I keep a camouflage I can't ever say, you know the word I'm talking about. The one administrative results always wears. This one's very light and breathable. Just another way of not only protecting myself from the elements, but also breaking up my silhouette. Shoot. I keep some waterproof gloves. These also are camouflage, so it could break up my hands, but also these are warm and waterproof. So this would be something that I would switch out my other gloves if the weather got bad or I'm more of in a rural setting. I have a battery bank that is also has solar panels on it, and this is honestly one of the things I've used the most, not only for just charging my iPhone and stuff like that, but also just like I can charge pretty much, besides from super big appliances, I can charge a lot of stuff with this, and it's unlimited energy as long as I don't destroy it or the solar stuff won't, die. And there's also a little light on there. So, and this is a Hill Lucky one. Yeah. I keep one Mountain House meal. These last forever, and this is something that is kind of a comfort item because I have those other food, and you can go without food for a while. But if it's really cold or wet or something, and I can, eat one of these, that'll really boost my morale. And it's also got a decent amount of calories. I keep a thing of socks and underwear, just because not only is it good routine to switch out your socks if you're walking a lot, but also in a worst case scenario, I can have dry feet and I won't go hypothermic. I have my filtration kit. I have a Sawyer bag, a Sawyer filter, and some chlorine dioxide tabs. This was actually a Swiss M71 stove and alcohol gel thing that I have wrapped in aluminum foil. This way I can boil water, heat up water, make some coffee, heat up some water from a Mountain House, or just simply not die if I'm getting kind of hypothermic, and I can just whip this out and warm myself up. And then lastly, I have my basic hygiene kit. That is my kind of not only review of the Helikon-Tex Urban Raider zipper pouches, what all kind of looks like, but also my take on the EDC, default, what I would pack. Now, an important thing to note is not only would this stuff by itself not be ideal in whatever X scenario you want to bring up, that you're going to need some type of way to also add to this, ideally, like this. You could break down a rifle and put in this bag, but then you wouldn't be able to bring anything else. I could always put more water or more food, but then I won't be able to bring other stuff. So there's other things you want to take into account. For instance, primarily I like to have, my night vision and my helmet together, but let's say I can't bring my helmet and I couldn't bring a rifle or whatever, I could then open up that bag and I can just handheld my PVS-14. That's an option, and that's something that I've done before, that I couldn't take all my stuff with me and I don't want to look weird, just carrying around a helmet or something like that. I'll put that in that pouch. Or if I'm traveling during the daytime and I know I'm going to be back soon, I will take my Vortex monoculars, and that way I can, have that increased capability to where, maybe I'm not, decked out in body armor and stuff like that, but I can see problems before they come, or scout out something. So that's something that's very important. And kind of like how I teased in that video, or I don't know why I said freaking tease, that sounds super gay, but this bag has the ability to carry other stuff besides my helmet. I can carry a sleeping bag and a sleeping pad. I could carry extra food. Just the sky's the limit, and your imagination is its limitations. So I hope y'all like that video. I know there's not that many subscribers on here, so brass facts probably won't see this, but hope y'all like this video. Stay safe everyone, and God bless.